Hey Frontline fans, welcome back to Comic Frontline fans. You're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all-important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision on what comic books to buy. And today, guys, we're talking about Marvel Legacy Venom, issue number 156. Now, at the end of the last issue, I was totally psyched to see Kraven the Hunter. I haven't seen Kraven in a very long time. But when he showed up, I was like, hell yeah, dude, I can't wait for the next issue because he's going to be hunting some dinosaur people, right? So I was like, oh, sweet. So, and I was really impressed with Mark Bagley's artwork in this title, him coming back to it, and it's called Lethal Protector, so I was all about it. So I had to pick up issue number 156. Mike Costa is the reader. Like I said, Mark Bagley is the artist on here. The artwork is clean. It's nice. It's what you expect from Mark Bagley, especially when he does a Spider-Man title or Spider-related title. It looks really, really good. So, what happens in this issue? So, in the first issue, we wind up seeing that we have this subterranean type of dinosaur creatures that live under the sewers, okay? They were like an experiment from like Afflamax and whatnot. And so what Venom has become is he's become like the chosen one, the protector, okay? And he's protecting these dinosaur creatures. And he said that he's going to try to actually find them a cure to make them human again. So that's what he's done. So, and these people really appreciate it. So what happens in the beginning of this issue, we see one of these dinosaur creatures hunting, eating rats. It gives you a pretty good description on who this person was at one point. And then you get to see Kraven the Hunter. He's got this knife. He's like ready to strike. And the next thing you wind up seeing is that Eddie Brock is at a restaurant and he's eating some noodles. And he's like, oh, these noodles are for me. But then he talks to the symbiote and he's like, we'll get you steak later. And the symbiote talks back and he's like, oh, bloody steak, Eddie, bloody steak. And the symbiote is much more tame here because they're giving it medication to keep it in check. So it develops a nice personality with Eddie Brock. And it's something that we haven't seen until recently with the dialogue from the symbiote. The symbiote's always been silent and now it talks back to its host, and I think that's really cool. So when Eddie Brock winds up going back to his apartment after eating, he winds up seeing that same creature that was in the tunnel go to his house, asking him for help. And the dinosaur creature's got all these different types of bruises, and it's wounded pretty bad. So he tries to find out this story and on what happened, and the dinosaur gives him the story, and they go down and they're trying to explore what's happening. We wind up seeing that one of the other dinosaur creatures finds the other one and says, where were you? You know, what's going on? Why did you, get the protector to be in, what's it called? Why did you bring him down here? And Eddie was thinking, oh, well, maybe this is not a big deal. He's like, maybe we'll just leave now. And so they go to leave. And as soon as they go leave the tunnel, you get to see a spear go through one of the dinosaur creature's neck. And right away, all of a sudden, the hunt is on. And you see Kraven the Hunter. He's got this sniper rifle, and he has Venom in his crosshairs. And they start doing battle right off the start. And it's just intense. And Venom leaps at him, and he goes, and he gets stabbed in the shoulder. And right away, you see Kraven going, oh yeah, this is a formidable foe. He's like, if you're not the prey, this makes a better prey for me. And it was just really awesome. And they are doing this crazy battle, and every twist and turn, Kraven's put traps down, planned for all types of different contingencies in case he gets into danger. And he leads Venom into this big like bear trap, and he gets his leg caught in the trap, and he's just like in crazy pain. And you get to see the battle continue on forward, and he breaks out of the trap, and then Kraven shoots him in the shoulder, and he's like completely beat the fuck up. But at the end, Kraven retreats from now, and he says, oh, I'll be ready for you next time. Then you see Eddie, who's basically mortally wounded, like he could pretty much die because of everything that he went through. The only reason that he's being kept alive is the symbiote. The symbiote pulls out the bullet, and the symbiote says, oh, we'll heal you, Eddie, we'll heal you. He's like, not this is too bad. He's like, we'll need a hospital. And the next thing what happens is Eddie passes out. And without the human host guiding him, the Venom symbiote kind of seems lost. And as the body comes closer and closer to death, the symbiote comes closer and closer to death. And by the time you get to the end of this issue, he reaches a person and he's just falling apart. He's like basically melting. His body's all over the place. There's wounds all over him. It's absolutely disgusting and gross. And that's basically how the issue ends. So, what did I think about the book? I loved it, man. I thought it was great. Seeing Kraven the Hunter hunt again was really awesome. His main objective was to take out those dinosaur creatures. But then when he saw Venom in there, it was like this whole other level. You know, it was just like, oh, you're better prey than these creatures. You know, and it just amped up the action from like 1 to 10 in 2 seconds. And seeing that battle between the two was outstanding. I mean, it was one goes, you know, back and forth. You know, Kraven wins, then Venom takes a shot, then Kraven wins, and then Venom takes another shot. And seeing him go through that perseverance of going through all the different traps and seeing Venom survive was really good as well. It'll be interesting to see now where the story goes and who takes care of Eddie Brock and everything else, and how Kraven makes his return to do another battle against Venom. It was just a lot of fun. I had a great time with this issue. Just brings back a lot of memories when it comes to Kraven the Hunter, you know. Just great stuff. I had a blast with this issue. I'm giving this one a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. Fast-paced action. I definitely recommend you guys checking this one out. So in the comments below, tell me what you thought of Venom issue number 156. Was it a roller coaster ride for you? Did you have a lot of fun with it? And guys, until that next comic book review, you can check out comicfrontline.com. You can also subscribe to us on Discord, where we're on there. And you can chat to any of the Frontline team members 24/7 in the day. And also, if you're bored on Tuesday nights, come on YouTube, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we do our live stream. We talk about our comics of the week, our top 5. And we also talk about the comics worth of news as well, where we talk about all the media news and comic books news and all that kinds of great stuff. So again, guys, as always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next comic book review. Enjoy those books, guys. Bye.